Hi everyone, welcome to Magic Carpet Life, your weekly wonder trip into the infinite discovery of who you are. I'm your host and guide, Tiffany Josephs, and I am here to enchant the world to a higher love. Why are you here? Have you thought about it? Have you put it into words? Have you shouted it from the rooftops? Well, this is your time. The world has never been more ready to receive your unique magic. And you can think of me as your cosmic cheerleader on your path to discovering just how true that is. So thank you so much for being here, and let's get started. One of the things that I absolutely love about being the creator of my reality is seeing what happens when I open to the goodness of all things within me and around me. When I can move through my day knowing, without a lick of a doubt, that I am made of stardust and love, and that everything, everywhere is conspiring for my wellness, bending and merging on my behalf. The inspiration that flows to me from that place never disappoints. Now, getting to this vibration and staying there takes practice and ritual. So if you missed last week's episode, you can go back to that and tune into one in particular that I've been using in my morning time routine. It's all about intention setting and creating momentum for feeling good in your day. But today, I want to share with you another fun way to access this magic carpet feeling, and it involves a little time travel. I love going back to the seasons of my life when my vantage point was different, when I saw the world with different eyes. There's something really powerful available to us if we, from the mature place that we are in right now, can go back to these previous experiences of ourselves and give ourselves love and a voice. Sometimes I have found that just tuning into my inner 7-year-old or 9-year-old can help me access more wonder or compassion for whatever it is that I'm going through in my life. So to help us ask the question, what would my inner 9-year-old do? I've invited again to the show my favorite 9-year-old, Miss Eve Josephs. Eve, say hello.
Hi.
This is your camera here.
Oh, hi. Hello.
Eve, long time no see. Thanks for coming in a pinch. Eve just got home from school, and I surprised her with this request to come and sit on our couch with us.
Yeah.
So thank you for last minute. You've had your snack time. You've got your peanut butter and jelly sandwich in you. We don't have soccer tonight, so it's the perfect night to record this podcast. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you ready? This is not a lie detector test. You will not be recorded or graded or measured, okay? There are no wrong answers here. But the secret that you know that they might not know is that you don't know what I'm going to ask you.
Oh, okay.
So just first thing that comes to your mind. First thing that comes. There's no right or wrong answers. These are questions to help everybody who's listening return to the magic, again, of being 9 years old, but also to maybe spur some of that 9-year-old wisdom to whatever problem they might be having in the moment right now.
Okay.
Okay?
So like, I just say something, answer the question that you say, and...
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you think we need to, what's the solution to world peace? Just kidding, that's not your first question.
Oh, okay. I actually had an idea.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What was your idea?
Actually, never mind.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Because that might spur on, save that, because that might spur on the next question.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. First of all, tell everybody your favorite color. Let's get to know Eve Josephs.
Teal and yellow. Bright yellow.
Ooh, why?
I don't know, it's just those two colors. When I look at like a color thing, those two just really like pop in my mind. I'm like, yeah, I like those.
I happen to like those too,
Yeah.
as seen on the backdrop of our couch.
I like that kind of yellow.
Yeah, me too. Like maybe a little more marigold.
Yeah.
That's pretty bright and happy. And I like that you have this on too. That works for you. It's my favorite. So teal and bright yellow. Okay. Fill in the blank. If I rule the world, I as in you, I as in Eve.
If I ruled the world.
If you ruled the world, the first thing you would do is?
The first thing I would do. The funny thing is, really, nothing is popping to my mind right now. Wait. I would invent a new food, and I would make everyone. I would destroy all nuclear bombs and like guns and stuff.
Okay.
So no killing, all the weapons that you have. And then,
that kind of goes to the world peace thing.
and
I love that.
yeah, and I would also make everyone's job less stressful, like make it easier.
What?
Make
How?
them like actually feel their inner child again. They're all so stressful. They're like, do this and do that. It's like,
But it doesn't have to be that way, right?
no.
Well, that leads me to my next question, which I feel like all of us are really, dying to know, which is, what do you see from your 9-year-old perspective? You just went into the 4th grade, right? We're at 4th grade now. I have to keep track. So from your 4th grade perspective, what do you see adults doing that you think could be done so much easier? Like, where are we as adults overcomplicating things?
Their jobs, and especially being late for things. I mean, it's really simple. You just wake up at the time you need, get dressed in your own right, and just drive to where you need. And everybody's like, get this! And they're all so crazy everywhere. And also,
Not me.
their jobs.
You don't ever see me in that place. Kind of, sort of, sometimes. Don't rat me out on my podcast.
And I'd also say their jobs. They could really just like make it more easier for their like lives, because they're always like so stressed out having to get these papers, and their bosses need to chill out. They keep like screaming. They're like,
Yeah, you've been watching a lot of TV, haven't you?
yeah.
There's a lot of shows out there that show like the workforce, and
Yeah.
so how can we make it easier? What do you think? What are some like ideas that come to your mind for how can we make it like 9-year-old easy?
Well, everyone needs to like just like take a few minutes sometimes when they're like free, and just like forget about all like the terrible things going on, or their terrible things, like their jobs and all the stressful things.
Yeah, the
in
things that make us
world,
crazy.
and the electronics and the TV and blah blah blah. They just need to take a moment, just breathe, and they need to just chill out and think happy. Think of green grass and yellow sun and blue sky and white clouds and picnics and trees. Yeah.
That is making me so happy as you're saying that. That makes me want to like go and do cartwheels,
Yeah.
which I actually always wanted to do as a 9-year-old, and I never learned how to do a cartwheel.
It's really easy.
I was always afraid that I was going to fall on my head. And even now when I see you do cartwheels, I have to turn away because my childhood fear is projected onto you, and I think you're going to hurt yourself.
I'm not going to hurt myself.
Well, obviously, because, it's just a cartwheel. It's not like you're skydiving. This is just my stuff. So I love what you're saying. I think this is fabulous advice. And I think that, just like we did the last time you were on the show, I think that I want to bring this into a journal exercise.
A journal.
Yeah, because, one way that adults really love to internalize or embody, which means like taking this stuff into another level besides just amusement or like concept, is to write about it. So how about it? What do you say we do a little time travel, and I want to invite everybody listening or watching to go back to your happy place, like Eve was saying. When you were 9 years old, you talked about a picnic or green grass, or for me, my 9-year-old happy place, I think, was like under this beautiful willow tree. So let's imagine that you go back to one of your favorite places as a 9-year-old, and you sit under that willow tree or you sit at that picnic table and you totally let yourself go there, activate your imagination, and you take out a piece of paper and a pen, or write this in your journal, and at the type of the paper, write the statement. Make a statement, or actually here, write a problem or negative emotion that you've been having in your life, and then bring some of that 9-year-old ease to it. So make a statement of why you think it's so hard and what the belief is.
Yeah.
And then write it down at the top of your paper. So you might say something like, for me, this is what I am working with consistently as an adult. I feel stressed because I can sometimes believe that there's never enough time to do what I want to do, especially now that school has started and I feel pressure because I want to make nutritious meals for you, not just Chick-fil-A or Chipotle or Starbucks, even worse. Sorry about that. Our cameras are falling to the ground. So I feel this desire, like, how do I do all of this? How do I get all the work done that I need to do and have my meditation time and have my time to work out and move my body and cook a good meal and make sure that I'm spending time with my children and walk the dogs and all of these things.
Calm down.
So go to my 9-year-old happy place and write down, just channel, what would your inner 9-year-old do? And just let that space be. Just write it down and let your inner 9-year-old give you all the wisdom of the universe. Let it flow from your pen and try that out.
Yeah, and forget about all the stressful things. Take like 15 to 30 minutes and you just write or go
I like that.
outside.
So you think they should like set a timer so there's a start and end?
Maybe.
Sometimes that helps, right?
Yeah, or also make it part of your daily calendar.
Now you're talking. Now that just makes me feel stressed out. But you're right. Daily calendar is
Yeah,
another
it's like
important.
you see all the stressful things on your calendar, and then when the notification comes up or something for like the peace time or something, you can put like a peace sign or something.
Ooh, I like that. You could do like a peace sign, like use the peace emoji for the peace time. That works. I like that.
No, just write peace time and then peace.
Peace time, peace.
Yeah, and then
Right.
when the notification comes up, you'll just look at it and be like, my peace time's here. Yeah.
My peace time. And then you're never going to bother me during my peace time. You're going to know I'm going to put a sign in the door that says peace time and nobody interrupts you. Not even your actual 9-year-old.
Who cares if you get, oh wait, no, people care if you get fired. But like if you get fired and the boss comes up to you and he's like, you need to be at work. And you're like, hold on. He's like, yeah, I need to be at work.
You're like, sorry, sir, sorry, ma'am, this is my peace time.
Yeah.
This is my time for peace. Because everybody else in your life benefits from your peace time. When you are at peace and you are having that time for yourself and nurture yourself, everybody gets to feel that.
I
You
don't
get to
feel
your
super
shine.
peace. I feel energetic and happy and awesome. I don't feel like
Feel like you want to do cartwheels?
stinks and all.
Eve, can I ask you a question? Can you teach me how to do a cartwheel once and for all?
Yeah.
Do you think I'm going to hurt myself?
No, a lot of times people like do the cartwheel and then they have their legs to the side instead of up, so you're not gonna hurt yourself.
I probably will do one of those cartwheels. It's going to look more like it won't be like a wheel. It's going to be more just like a,
Wheels are supposed to have the legs.
it's definitely going to be a half wheel. Okay. All right. This is good. We might even get this on camera, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I think this is an excellent time for everybody to go to your happy place, your happy 9-year-old place, in your imagination. Get out your pen and paper, write that down, and then tell me what you think. Tell me if there's any other questions that you might have for Miss Eve, who, by the way, you're like superstar. The last time I had you on, everybody was like, when's Eve coming back on the show? So it worked perfectly that you're here today.
Diva.
Yes, indeed. Indeed. And you know it, and I love you for that. So, tune in next week to Magic Carpet Life for some more wonderful, wonderful magical guidance in your life, biz, home, and style. And be sure to subscribe because, yes, we are keeping it coming. Subscribe on YouTube.
Wait, is it down below?
It's somewhere, guys.
Subscribe down below. I've always wanted to do that. Like, I've always watched YouTube channels and then they're like, subscribe down below. I want to do
Yeah,
that.
or somebody goes, ding, and there's a sign like,
Ding.
subscribe.
Magical subscribe. Subscribe.
Maybe
down
next
below.
time we'll make up a subscribe
Click it.
song. Like,
Subscribe.
we'll find words that rhyme with subscribe.
Subscribe.
And I'll be doing cartwheels next week on Magic Carpet Life. Bye, guys.
Subscribe.